Alright, guys, welcome back. This will be the first episode on Kinlaig, if I'm saying that right. I know this is the Moss Adventures and Homestead channel. We are switching gears. We are going to be converting this channel over to my gaming channel. So hopefully if you guys like this content, you stick around. If not, I appreciate everyone being here, but this is the path we're going to be doing moving forward. But this is going to be our first episode on Farming Simulator 25 on Kinlag. I've kind of did some of the background work already. Um, but what we're going to be doing, let's go ahead and get out here. We're going to be starting with a nice Can-Am. I did opt for the extensions on the back. What we're going to do is I did have to use some money to buy this piece of property. We'll look at it real quick. We are starting at field 48 right here. It kind of, if I can get it so it doesn't get in our way, it kind of extends all the way down here through here. Of course, the field has potatoes in it. That's going to be one of the annoying parts. But like I said, I did have to take out loans for this. We're already in debt, and we're going to drop it as close to zero as we can. So there's $826 to start with this piece of property. Well, no, we can't do that yet. We have to have a little bit of money because we have to be able to buy a chainsaw. Or, you know what? We can use Highlands Fishing's new feature. Everybody on this map starts with a fishing pole. So where's the closest river to us? Yeah, so we'll go down the mountain. We'll go down here. We'll do a little bit of fishing to earn that last $200 that we need in order. Oh, we're going to crash right at the very beginning, guys. But yeah, we're going to use that money to buy our very first chainsaw, which will get us started on this map. So I opted to start down here. I don't know if I've seen anyone play on this side of the map. This side of the map is very mountainous, hilly. It's got a lot of trees, so we'll hopefully be able to make some money early on. Our loan for this was about $100,000, guys. This property is expensive for how small it is. Oh, what? Oh, I keep forgetting. This is overseas. They drive on the left side of the road. We need to make sure we stay over here so we don't end up causing a car crash or something relatively close to that. But yeah, we opted for this Can-Am. I got the extensions on the back. It'll give us plenty of room to haul little logs in the very beginning game. And like I said, fishing is going to be another alternative that we can use to earn some money too. But we're almost down to the bottom of this mountain. This map is beautiful with that archway train bridge in the background. Oh my gosh, Giants did a great job on this map. Alright, well, we'll pull over right here. Nice thing about having a side-by-side, we'll just go wherever we want. Alright. So, let's go ahead. We're using the new feature, the Highland Fishing. Let's go down here. Man, this looks like a good spot to fish. Get in here and do some fishing. This kind of reminds you of a lot of the other fishing mini games and a lot of other what's the word? Other games, like let's say Stardew and all of them, where you have to keep your fishing bobber with the little, or I just won't catch a fish at all. It could be that too. I don't think I've ever seen anyone miss a fish at the very beginning. Like it didn't even give me a warning. We might end up having to recast it. This might be a terrible fishing spot. Alright. I'm really bad at these mini games, guys, so hopefully we don't have to do very many of these. Woohoo! $100. Sell. Alright, we need to catch one more. We'll go this way this time. Do this, and then we will be able to buy our chainsaw. If we get another $100 fish, we have to get $100. That's why I lost it. I'm sure it dropped instantly to zero on me. Yeah, these mini games are my... I'm no good at these things. Ah, guys, that's not what we needed. Let's try again. We gotta keep going until we get another fish. It is nice that all characters on this map start with a fishing pole, so that does help. And fishing poles aren't that expensive, but sorry, I gotta focus while I'm fishing. Well, I mean, I guess we caught a fish on that one. That's not worth anything. This must be... They must dump their trash here. This is a garbage spot. Alright, let's try this again. Think fourth time's a charm. Woohoo! A massive trout. Sell it for 100? Heck yeah. Alright, now we have enough money. We should be able to buy us a chainsaw. Of course, we're going to go with a Husqvarna chainsaw. While we're here, anything... Nope, nothing in the discount store that we could use. Alright. We got $26 to our name. And remember, we gotta drive on the wrong side of the road. So yeah, the plan with these are, I think we're going to do short, maybe 30-minute episodes would be my guess. If we have any long, tedious tasks, we may break those up into time lapses just so we can get more content in an episode. Um, Release time, I'm not sure right now. We gotta see how it plays into my schedule. But I wanted to try something different than streaming, so that's why we're kind of going the YouTube route. I've done YouTube in the past, not for gaming so much, but for this homestead channel. You guys will be seeing the tags and everything start changing on it here in the next week, probably. But yeah, that's kind of the plan going forward. What was that? Oh my gosh, I love the decorations they did on this map. He's got like little like ruins and relics everywhere on here. Alright, we're almost up to our property. I don't know what we're gonna do with the potatoes yet. That This property threw me for a loop for potatoes. I know it's random when you start, but did it really have to be potatoes? And we own this land going up here, so I figured this is where we'll start sawing up trees, kind of get us a flat spot up here. Maybe we could build us a house or something. At least that's what I'm thinking. I think a house would be pretty up here. So that's kind of where we're gonna start at. Here, let's turn this guy around. And we need to open the flap. I want to be parked on a bush. I want to be able to see. Alright, let's go ahead and start cutting down some trees. Why am I not allowed to cut this tree? Maybe I don't own as much as I think I own. See, I thought I owned all this. Oh, I really wish I could. Oh, I don't own that little bit. I don't think anybody owns right there. Oh, 34 does. So yeah, we do own that section, but it starts right after our truck. So like this area. So we gotta be careful on where we drop these trees at. So let's start over here then. I mean, at least we do own some of this. Oh, the mushrooms and the little flowers there. They put a lot of detail in this map. This is probably one of my favorite maps so far since I started playing. Cut down this spruce tree. Alright. Gotta make sure we cut it into 200 kilogram pieces or we won't be able to pick them up. One of the first things that we do need to do though is we need to save up for a trailer or a skid steer. We're going to need some more efficient way to transport logs. I need to get this so it's a red mark. We gotta delimb this tree if it'll let us. We're probably gonna be taking a lot of trips to the sawmill. Even if I can get all these little branches off of here. Oh wow, that tree is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Alright. Oh, I did miss some. Alright, there we go. That piece is good. Because we want them to be the biggest they can be without being over that 200 pounds. That'll be the best way for us to get money out of them. And right now we're doing pretty good at 150s. Let's push our luck on this one. Yep, 185. And we also got to be able to fit them in the back of the Can-Am. That would be the other part that we need to be fearful of. I think it does have straps, so... Alright, let's go ahead and put some of these logs in here. Oopsie. There we go. Yeah, this thing's not going to hold very much. I'm kind of curious at how much money we're actually going to make off of this. Alright, so there's 2 logs. Oh, back in... You used to be able to rotate the objects. Oh yeah, you can. You got to... Oops. The middle mouse button, the scroll wheel, that's how you rotate objects. I think we might be able to fit 5 logs on here comfortably. And by comfortably, I mean not really. But we're going to put 5 on here and see what happens. If not, we're going to... Like I said, first purchase will be a trailer. This is going to be ridiculous to continue playing like this. If I can even get log number 5 on here. Okay, we might just do 4 logs. Alright, fasten the belts. Alright, where's the sawmill? Where can we sell wood at, guys? Prices. Go down here to wood. So the closest is the sawmill. Let's tag that on the map so we can see where it is. Oh, that's not too bad. We'll have to go down the mountain and across the river. Too bad there's no shortcuts there. I mean, yeah, we could come down through here and come back up. We might do that. Let's do that. We're going to have to leave everything open, unfortunately, on our thing. We're not going to be able to shut them. Alright. Let's see how this handles. I don't recommend anyone trying this in real life. I mean, we got flaps just hanging open while we're going down the mountain road. Alright, so let's see. I wonder how much we're going to get for this. Hopefully, oh man, to make this worth it, this almost needs to be like $1,000 or something like that. It's going to have to be a nice little penny. If not, we're going to be running back and forth, and then eventually we're going to be paying for fuel. Oh my gosh, I've never been down here either. This place is beautiful. The biogas plant. It's like there's some kind of scales over there going into it. What's that sign? Speed bumps ahead. It said speed bumps. I didn't see any. Oh, there's a speed bump. And a person. Alright, so we're going to come over here. I think the bridge is up here that we're going to cross. There's a little village down here. I didn't know this existed. Alright. I think we stay on this side of the road. Oops, turned too sharp. Right now I'm playing with keyboard and mouse, just so everyone's aware of that. My steering wheel and stuff are not hooked up right now just because we're going to be doing a lot of non-vehicle work. So we're just kind of raw dogging it with the mouse and keyboard. Alright, up here's the sawmill. I've not been to this sawmill yet, so I'm kind of curious of what it looks like. It's a nice little sawmill. I like it. Alright, so it's oops, don't want to fold that. Wrong button, guys. Unstrap. Alright, we're going to sell the wood. Let's see. $689. Oof, that's not very good. Let's go ahead and look. Let's just browse. Let's see what the cheapest trailer we can buy is if I hit the right button. Alright. So, I mean, none of those, is it under low loaders? Like, I'm just looking for a standard, like, pull behind trailer. I know we had them in 22. I'm not seeing any. I mean, here's this one, which will give us more room. We could always drop it down to a bale trailer for 4,200. I mean, if I'm going to do that, we're just going to bump it up to this one and drop this one down to a bale trailer at 6,000. But I don't know if that will, if these things will hook on to the Can-Am that has a ball hitch. So that'll be the other question is finding a trailer that'll hook up to the Can-Am. Oops, we're on the wrong side of the road again, aren't we? Dang it. One of these days I'm going to remember to be on the right side. Yeah, so we're going to have to do this several times in order to buy a trailer. I'm thinking if we get the little trailer first, at least that'll quickly expand our capacity. If I can stay on the road, sorry ma'am. I'll get out of your way. Versus waiting for the bigger trailer. Yeah, so eventually we're going to need to get a skid steer, and then we can start getting 6-meter logs. Everybody knows 6-meter logs are the best logs to sell. That's the most bang for your buck. Alright, let's head up the mountain. So I think what we'll do is we'll do a time skip. Um, because we're just going to be doing repetitive work right now, going back and forth selling logs. But we'll skip time, and I'll bring you back, guys, when we're ready to buy our first trailer. So, alright, guys, we're back with our second part to that tree. We was able to actually get the rest of it all on in one load. So maybe next time, I think all these trees are always going to take two loads. Though. I don't think we'll be able to fit all of it on the Can-Am all at once. So we're getting ready to pull into the sawmill up here, and we'll see what we get. First time was what, like 689 for that part of the tree. Mind you, a lot of them logs was more uh, had more mass to them. These ones are a little bit longer, but they have less mass to them. So we'll see how we do with this bunch. Alright, so let's see what we get. Oh, 1,082. That was really good. That puts us up to 1798. Um, so we are still a little ways away, about, was it 2,300-ish dollars away from getting that small trailer. Or I might hop onto the mod hub to see if we can find a trailer, and I'm going to do some testing off a stream. I don't want to waste time or money on a trailer that can't be hooked up to this Can-Am. Um, but I think this will be the end of our first introductory episode. So hopefully, if you guys enjoy this, you guys stick around. We're gonna have a lot more content coming your way. Hopefully, you guys hang out, get in the comments, give me some advice. We'll get really good at this game, and this is a really fun. I don't know if you would call it. It's not really a start from zero because we had land to start with, and we took out a loan. But I mean, it's definitely a hardcore in my opinion of compared to a lot of people. So I will catch you all next time. This is Breaking Hall signing off.